Shout out Reese the director.
Shout out Reese the director.
And shout out to Reese the director.
What's up? This is Doni James. We live in the living room. Shout out to Reese the director.
Tell everybody where you're from.
Alright, I'm from New Britain. Hard hitting New Britain, as they say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where exactly is New Britain?
New Britain is I can't exactly tell you. I'm really bad with directions and landmarks.
It seems pretty far as hell.
It was at least what, a good maybe 45 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that was with traffic today too. So.
Oh wow. So what was it like growing up in New Britain? Or did you grow up in New Britain?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. For me personally, I mean, it wasn't too different from, I don't know, most people's childhood. I lived in a complex, so, you know, I had like some friends around there.
Okay.
And it wasn't too bad.
So single family home, like mom and dad, any siblings?
Yeah, oh, plenty. I mean, I got 3 sisters.
Okay.
4th if you count me. Because, you know, people like to think just because I'm male that, you know, I like to conform by that gender,
Right.
but
So
I like to correct my
So
mom.
you identify as female?
No, not really. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
It's just a joke.
All right.
But yeah, I got 3 sisters, and yeah, I had my mother raise us all, along with my stepfather.
Okay.
But he was in and out of the picture. He was working a lot, you know.
Right. As he should. He has to help to provide.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. So were you relatively a good kid or a bad kid? Were you getting in trouble?
Good. No, I was good. I
Okay.
mean, I was small, quiet, innocent, playful with, you know, my Game Boy, Pokemon cards, and all that.
Mhm.
It wasn't anything to really.
Are you really close with your sisters?
Close enough.
Yeah.
As any relationship can be with your siblings.
Okay. So how did you get your name, Doni James? Is that your government name or is that your stage name?
Actually, it's taken from my government name. I chopped it in half. I just gave myself that nickname.
Yeah.
Because my real name is Donovan, but I like to go by Doni James. So
Okay.
it's Donovan James Morales.
Oh, okay.
But
So
I just kept
the middle
shortened
name.
the yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Kept the Donnie, kept the James. Yeah.
Cool. So how long have you been an artist?
For about 8 minutes. I mean, if I'm being honest, because I just started. You know, I've always sang, but now I'm actually coming into my own as an artist. I got this song out. It's a little rushed, maybe some might think so. I don't know, but
Why do you feel rushed? Why do you feel like it was rushed?
because I wanted to join the ranks of all the rest. You know, I
Right.
see everyone out here doing their thing, and I want to be out there. I want to be a part of it. You know
Right.
those memes, those SpongeBob memes where Squidward is watching them from the window?
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
like,
tired of watching it from the window.
man, I'm tired of it. Yeah, I gotta
Right.
get out there.
Nah, I respect that. So, do you come from a musical background? Is your mom and stepdad into music? Sisters?
Not at all. Not at all. I discovered not too long ago that my grandmother from my father's side actually sang.
Oh, okay.
So I was like,
Did she record any music?
No, she just played for a band. She sang for a band back in Puerto Rico.
What was the name of the band?
Oh, I have no idea.
Wow,
I don't.
you gotta find out the name.
I didn't get that far into
Yeah,
it, but it was
you gotta-
intriguing enough for me because I was like, oh, that's where the singing comes from.
Yeah.
It's gotta.
Have you ever thought about because I didn't even think about it. You're Hispanic. Have you thought about like getting into the Latin side of your music?
I mean, I've experimented a lot. I love singing, period. Like, the genre I'm in is pop rock. I feel like that's my lane.
Mhm.
But, you know, I'm experimental as well. I've sang plenty of other tracks of other sounds. And, yeah, I've sang in Spanish a few times.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can't guarantee you how well it sounds, but
I mean, any
I've done it.
Are we gonna ever get a full EP or like a Latin EP or album?
I don't think so. I would like to do, like,
Some collaborations, some features.
a collaboration, but like also I would like to re-record maybe a song or two of mine in Spanish.
Right.
If I could do that, if I could find someone who could like translate that, my English lyrics into Spanish, and then
Right.
I work out like that, I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So, are your parents supportive of your music career?
Yeah.
They come out to the shows, like listen to it.
Yeah, my mother was just out with me not too long ago. We were out in Hartford, and she was out. My father supports me a lot, but through his ways on social media, you know, he comments as he likes.
Yeah.
He does his thing with that, leaves me sticker notes like, you rock, go for it. You know,
Yeah,
all
that's
that
what's
stuff.
you that. So how about your sisters? Like do they listen to your music? They give you any constructive criticism?
Not necessarily. My sisters, they don't listen to my sound at all.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I was pretty like bullied growing up because they're like,
wait, who do they listen to?
You know, like Drake and other artists like maybe The Weeknd or I don't know.
Wait, so who's the oldest? I'm sorry, who's the oldest?
I'm the second born, so I'm almost kind of like the middle child.
Right.
But I got 2 younger and 1 older.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, they can't really help me with my sound because, like I said, they listen to what they listen to, so they just kind of leave it to me to be like, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and yeah.
That's cool. So 9 days ago, you released you released a single, "Love Like Me." So
Yes.
who produced this single?
That would be Trap Studios.
Oh, nice. Where's that studio
That's out in
located?
Hartford. That's out in Hartford as well. Shout out to Hebrew. I think he likes to go by that name now.
Okay. How long?
Originally Antoine Trap, but yeah.
All right. How long have you been going to the studio?
For about almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. I've been sitting on this track along with plenty of other songs.
Oh, so why would you say it's rushed?
Because I still wasn't ready. I still wasn't ready. But I was like, you know what? This is what I got right now. I'm gonna push it.
Right.
If I feel like revamping it at some point, I'll do that.
Right.
But for now, I want to frolic. I want to be out with the rest, jumping around on stage. Like this is what I got.
Well, that's honest. I respect that because most people are like, they act like they were born this way. Yeah, I knew I was talented.
No,
yeah, I'm
no,
like, I'm working towards it, and I respect the honesty. So, what inspired that title, "Love Like Me"?
The title pretty much came from the writing of it, because I was writing to the music, and it was just a phrase that kept coming, and that was like the first thing. It was like "love like me," like, and I was just like, okay, that was like the blueprint.
I have to use it. The
message. I wrote around that basically. It came to be that.
Okay, so you definitely was in your bag for that single. Like, what happened? Was it a breakup? Like, what inspired this track?
Well, I mean, I do remember a day specifically. It was kind of like one of these summer days.
Okay.
We had like a little tiff in the car. Me and this one, we were together at the time.
Right.
And I just remember like, I don't know, just being freaking irked, just annoyed because I'm always with somebody who like I always gotta like, get yelled at, and they just feel like they can kind of say what they want because of my demeanor or my character, whatever way it is that I get played out in their head. I don't know. But from that, I was like, it started from there, and I'm like,
kind of went home and just started writing from there.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to, with that intent, start out that way.
Right.
It mostly started with that lyric, but I was like, well, while I'm at it, I mean, it all goes together. It fed itself. It wrote itself.
Right. So what marketing strategies have you been using to promote this single?
Everything. Well, I mean, most of the basic platforms, I guess you could say, really.
Social media, obviously.
Yeah, the SoundCloud, the Spotify.
Right. How do you feel about
Instagram.
paying for promotion? Are you against it? Cause, how do you feel about that?
Not at all. Promotion is key. Like, everybody needs to promote.
Right.
Because you could have something out and it could be as good as it is. It could be like, legit, and
nobody's gonna get
it. People may not know about it. So you need to really get out there. You could put it out on social media. That's why platforms like this are real important. Like, again, shout out to Maurice the director, because
appreciate you, man.
Without you, I mean, where would I be? Where would people be without being able to have that extra
I really appreciate
exposure?
that.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes both ways, because I couldn't have this podcast if I wouldn't meet dope artists like yourself. So I definitely appreciate you. So
real cool.
So like, who makes your beats?
Nobody. I mean, people, obviously. But nobody I know personally. This is just tracks that I know. I know a lot of artists, like, man, they'll probably be shaking their heads at my answer. But yeah, I get my beats and stuff a lot from online. Whatever tugs at the heartstring, whatever catches my ear, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna hold on to this.
So you'll go on YouTube, probably press the type light,
Yeah.
Would you mind giving us who's your type light? Who do you compare your sound to?
I would say, I mean, it's kind of hard because I don't really have the same kind of vocal stylings, but my influence do include artists like Avril Lavigne, Demi Lovato, Paramore, Ashley Simpson, Man, there's plenty. Pink, Kelly Clarkson, Ali and AJ back in Disney days. You know.
Yeah. Okay. So what distribution do you use to release your music? Cause we got like a Muse, we have DistroKid. What distribution do you use?
Oh, DistroKid, absolutely. Like
Okay.
again, where would I be without DistroKid? Because I never knew like exactly how to get my music out there up until now.
Right.
I'm like, oh, DistroKid is where it's at, and it's got everything like you basically would need. They even help with like promotional tools. Yeah.
Like you could pay for the ads and get a part of playlists and things like that.
Yeah, get yourself added to like the playlist they have on that, and then from there like it gets distributed out onto Spotify playlist, and
Cool.
you can do it through Spotify as well. You could just like cut the DistroKid out, but you know it's cool that they all go hand in hand like that
Right.
together. Real helpful.
Right. So have you booked any showcases yet? Because this
Showcases?
single's out, so you need some showcases.
Yeah,
to keep
yeah.
pushing it.
Not yet. So far, it's just been the local open mic hotspots.
Okay, that's cool.
I've been
That's
around.
cool, yeah.
I've been around. I've been all week actually.
Wow, you've been
Yeah.
performing?
So I'm a little tired. Yeah.
Wow. Where's the last location you performed at?
Just last night. It was in the Palace Theater.
Let's shout out the Palace Theater.
Yeah,
All
Palace
right.
Theater. It was real dope. It was
And where's that located
nice
at?
stage.
That was in Hartford?
Small but cute. Yeah. No, actually, this was in Waterbury.
Okay.
This was in Waterbury. Yeah, it was originally a theater for Broadway acts, but they opened it a little more to the streets, people
Nice.
with their art. Yeah.
I like that. So what inspired you to make music?
The feeling I got from it, the feeling I got from singing. I really wanted to be my own in that. I wanted to plant my 2 feet and be an artist too.
Nice. What themes do you address in your music?
Themes. I would say anything from the heart, anything that is a lesson learned, anything that weighs heavy. Because I went into it not trying to write anything specifically, but because of what I had, it was just taken from there, and it ended up being what it was. Like, and I just consider it to be kind of like an emotional downpour of lessons learned and things like that of the sorts, especially involving love and relationships, because it's just, this was never done before for me. So the fact that this happened, like, it's cool, it's what it is. I would like to call it an emotional downpour.
So what do you hope people feel when they listen to your music?
Exactly that it is coming from a genuine place. I'm not putting anything out there to chase a trend of a brand, or I don't know, anything that like might be popping off for people at the moment. It's literally just here.
When and why did you start composing your own music?
Well, by composing, if you mean by composing, writing,
Yeah.
because I don't do anything
You're
else.
not like really fully locked in with the engineer, as far as in like the equalizing part of your vocals and stuff
No,
like that.
I definitely try to make
do
sure
that.
I'm part of the mixing process.
Okay.
Because I really need it to be as I want, like, because people can get what they can get from me live, but when it's from the studio, I want to make sure it has the right sound. You're not just gonna get my vocals, but everything that's gonna complement that. But yeah, I've been writing. I just started writing as of like basically last year. Something just clicked in me. Like, I've been singing for all these years, all this time, but it's only up until recently that I started writing. It just clicked, and I was able to finally get it right. And I'm like, oh, I got to keep on this, because I can get my own songs done now. I can get my own original material, and yeah.
What do you hope people take away from your music?
Just the feeling that I get when I listen to other music. Being able to relate.
Has music always been natural to you?
No, I can't say that it has. I've always been a music listener. Like I said, I started out like as a singer first. Like, I would say, if anything, like an inspiring singer, because that's what I aspired to be at that moment. I didn't have any music to call my own to say I was an artist, and I could barely get myself to sing any tracks unless it was a cover. So I had to work on that. I had to practice. I had a lot of practice to do. So now I feel like I'm at that stage. Everything's finally coming together. I feel more confident in my singing. I feel like I can finally write. I have my own songs. Let's do this.
Like, speaking of cover, what was your go-to covers?
Paramore. Paramore. Yeah, big time. I mean, I covered so many other songs, like at least 3 to 4 albums worth.
Who do you aim to represent through your music?
Who do I?
Who do you aim to represent through your music?
I mean, myself, and I guess maybe the misfits that are like me. Any people that feel like they're loners, who are alone in their feelings, maybe a little insecure, but want to be a part of it, all,
right.
And let their heart shine, be out there.
How would you describe your writing process?
Not too easy, because like I said, like I just continue to listen to whatever I can, do all the clicking as much as it takes until something catches my ear, and then hopefully I start to write.
So when did you start wanting to write your own music?
I mean, I've always wanted to, but like I said, like it's just only clicked for me as of recently. Okay. I feel like I got lucky. Like I was ready to give in, and it just started happening. I was able to write.
Call it quits.
Yeah, I mean, I always feel like that, but it was until like I finally had my own song that I was like, oh, I don't have to.
I'm a part of this game now.
Yeah, like I could do it. Now. Like, oh, I mean, I don't need anybody. I don't need to pay no ghostwriters. Right. I got this.
Tell me your first musical memory.
I would say it's kind of funny. I have a few. I have at least 3. I remember this song. It's probably called "Ring My Bell." I don't know why my mother was into it, but it was a single.
That
and
when you ring my bell.
Yeah. And for some reason oh my God, it was in my head. I think I was like 4 or 5.
I know those type of songs, like Saturday morning, smelling pine, my mom's cleaning, and I hear that music.
Yeah.
And those random songs like that would be just in my head randomly too. It's funny.
Yeah, I was one of about like 4 or 5, and I was like, man, I don't know what it is about that, but it stuck with me.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God, Mariah Carey was big.
Okay.
Oh my God, she was big, and I was so huge on "Always Be My Baby," "Honey," "My All."
Right.
Oh my God, she made me feel.
Have you ever been to a concert?
No, never once. But man, she's had quite the career.
Right.
So I mean, I relive any concert I can. I'm listening to constant podcasts, and I'm a big fan of Mariah. So anytime they mention one, I through their experience, I'm like, I'm gonna go look that up on YouTube. Yeah. I'm gonna pretend I was there for that.
Tell me about your worst music experience.
Where do I begin? Because this whole thing has been a learning curve for me. I feel like Bambi with like these tiny little short legs learning to walk. Because I've messed up on lyrics, I stumbled on stage, I've spilled water, I basically almost tripped myself to the point where like I was gonna fling myself out into the crowd.
Oh wow!
It goes way back. I've been performing for a while.
Yeah, it's a learning process. Any like studio problems where like you can't explain to your engineer what you need done because it's certain technical terms and you couldn't get your point across, and you had to go home with this project.
Oh my God, that's what the last 2
that
years
happens.
has been like.
That definitely happens. I meet artists, and I'm like, you should have said something, but it's like you don't know what exactly to say because you don't know those terms. You're still learning.
Yeah. I mean, I brought the song. I've done the most of it as I can. That's why I feel like I might revamp it at some point once I get the help I really need. Because me being the beginner I am, and the engineer, the producer, they can only do so much,
right?
Especially if you have the right.
And, you
guidance.
have some producers that's it's some that this is just their job. They're gonna come record to me. I'm gonna mix it down. And you have some like this is a relationship. I'm gonna call you and text you, and we're gonna create this bond. So
absolutely,
maybe you need to find that type of engineer where like you guys are like friends.
Yeah, I mean that would be so huge, so ideal because. That's what I really wanted. I needed someone that I can trust, that knows my sound, that knows my voice, who's familiar with me, who's seen me around before.
Right.
So I don't have to go ahead and explain myself. They're like, oh, I know what you're looking for based off of those covers, all those Paramore covers.
I got one tip though. You gotta do it yourself.
I mean,
because that's the world we in. Everybody is becoming their own engineer, man. It just takes a matter of downloading FL Studio, Pro Tools, Logic, or even GarageBand, and just getting those little tools.
Very, very true.
And just record yourself because you know what you want to hear, and then you call in that engineer just to mix it for you because you know exactly what you want done to it. You recorded it yourself. That's why I kind of admire a lot of self-made engineers that do it. Because it goes both ways. I met some artists like, nah, I don't want to go through that. I just want to write this music and go there to someone that's professional at what they do and just do it. But now you're gonna go through that where you don't like, especially as a singer, it's certain vocal things that they need to do they can do for you.
Yeah.
When you're a rapper, they can go in there and do like extra backgrounds and you're done.
Yeah, rapping is different.
I wouldn't say it's easy, but I mean
I wouldn't say it's easy either, but different.
When it comes to
Obviously.
mixing and mastering and stuff like that, it's definitely a little different from a singer.
Especially in my case.
Of course, I've met some singers like my friend Romano. Like he's like a singer that does not play. Like he's like real strict when it comes to like mixing his music a certain way, you know. And it's like the best way to do these things, you can just do it yourself. You know, so I would tap into like learning, you know, and like your friend was just saying, he's learning how to work on cars from YouTube, man. That YouTube is our best friend.
Very, very true.
You know, so definitely use YouTube, man.
Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to, but I'm like, I can't even put a bed frame together, let alone a whole system that's gonna be like.
I know what you mean. When I'm in what's that place? Guitar Center.
Yeah.
When I'm in Guitar Center, I need equipment. I'm like, I need the cord that it has like the 3 things in it that connect to the other cord, and the guy's like, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, I don't know, like, you know, but it's like
I wouldn't know either.
Eventually, it's an XLR cable. Cool, I'll figure it out. Now I know, you know. So when it breaks, I need an XLR cable, and it's all trial and error. We will learn eventually. So cut that middleman out. That's all. Like,
I mean, I would have done that myself a long time ago, but you would think I'm dyslexic. I mean, I look at a menu and I'm like, oh, is this Spanish? It's not Spanish. Is that a B? Is that a D? What goes together? You know?
So who do you listen to right now?
Right now, I mean, you could ask that question at any point in my life, and the answers will always be the same. Mm-hmm. My influences have been the same. Like I listen to the same body of artwork from my same artist for years. So that's obviously Demi Lovato. I'm huge on Demi. I'm wearing her tee right now. Okay. This is actually from Lovatic Wear.
Oh,
yeah,
wow. So you supported the brand.
Yeah, a fan who put some Demi Lovato merch out, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I gotta be a part of that.
So you definitely gotta tag that designer and let them know what you're wearing the merch.
Paige, here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are, got it. Paige and Angel.
So what does making it mean to you?
I mean, ask me that maybe like 10 years ago, my answer would have been different, but making it now, I don't know, I guess it would probably be something like, I don't know, it's just a hard question for me, because, I mean, obviously making it would be probably to be as mainstream and known as most of these artists like Ariana and The Weeknd and, you know, people that you hear that, you know, have big iHeartRadio specials going on, or you see guest starred on SNL, or make, you know, big TV appearances. I think that'd probably be making it for me. Okay. Not that I necessarily want that. I have, I guess, different goals. Right. Now I just see things a little differently. But yeah, I mean, I guess that would be making it. If you know their name, if you heard it enough, if they have commercials you've seen, yeah, that's making it. You made it. Got it. So what's the difference between you and you as an artist? I would say just the artist aspect of it, really. The fact that I'm writing. I mean, when like from my writing, you will get Donovan. Because that's me first, obviously, true to the core. That's who I am. It's my government name. But yeah, I mean, that's what you're gonna get. I feel like, let me see, I guess with me, that you just get a normal person. Okay. Like, just watching Shark Tank on Hulu, that's Donovan. And then there's the artist that you'll see on stage where you get that energy, that's Doni James. The way that the song is being delivered, the sound from it, that's the sound, the genre, that's Doni James. Okay. That's it. So if you had the opportunity to talk to your younger self and with everything you know now, what would you tell yourself? What would I tell myself? Just to work a little harder. Oh my gosh, don't veer away from your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, because I mean it's only gonna take you a hell of a lot longer once time passes and stuff. Yeah, just stay focused and to not be so insecure that I can do it, so don't give up. Right. So if you had the opportunity to record a track with any mainstream artist right now, who would it be and why? And do you have a title for that track? I would love to sing with Demi. Okay. I would love to sing with Demi. My life could end that day. I would leave that earth.
Title for that track.
Title for that track. Now that's a good one because I wouldn't know what to collaborate on with her. She's just, she's got her demons and stuff, and I just don't know. Maybe something about coming together and being unified and something, I don't know, something universal.
Okay. If you had the opportunity to join a label or continue being independent, if you are independent, 'cause I didn't ask were you a part of a label, which route would you choose?
Now that's a really, really good question. I feel like it's easier on some artists that are indie signed because like they can pretty much do what they need for themselves as an artist. Mm-hmm. But in other aspects, being signed to an actual label could be a lot more helpful. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'll probably just go by label because I can't do things by myself as an indie artist.
I respect your honesty, bro. I swear, I think you are the only person that I've interviewed. And I've been interviewing a lot of artists.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot. I've seen a few people.
Most people like, nah, I'm saying independent. And it's like, for me, because I personally, like you said, like, I could use the help. It's cool. It's cool having my name on everything, but if I could have some other people that got the resources, that know what they're doing, by all means, help me out, please.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, it took a while before I even figure out how to add music onto your story.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God, like, people will look at me and just shake their heads, like, that's sad, that's crazy, and you're trying to do this?
And it's okay, I mean, you have to learn yourself. Like, I had to learn, like, with the hashtagging and all of that, like, it took a while. But once you got it, now you got your music in every story, right? So you're good.
Yeah. Exactly.
So what is the hardest part in your opinion with growing a fan base, or has it been easy?
I mean, I'm growing it right now. So can't say that it's easy. Everything takes a level of grinding to it if you have passion for it. So that's what I've been doing. I'm out like every other day of this month trying to tell everyone out, like, hey, Doni James, I got this song. You may not know me, but if you like this sound, follow me, follow my journey. Mm-hmm.
Dope. So if you had to choose between what makes you happy and what makes you money, which one would you choose?
I want to say happy would probably be the obvious answer, but happiness isn't really easy to achieve, even if you just tell yourself like, oh, think this way, smile more, maybe I can feel a little happier. No, I would probably say money, just because like with money at least you're able to achieve certain things, certain goals, and from that comes happiness for me.
Of course.
Yeah.
I agree. So most people don't ask this question, but I'm really curious, and especially being that you're more into rock. Who's your top 5, dead or alive? No specific order.
I would have to say Paramore, because Hayley Williams is absolutely wicked. I mean, she's a spitfire. Her vocals are incredibly insane. It's really, really great that she was able to link with those childhood friends of hers, because without those guys coming up with the sound, I mean, she's a fantastic vocalist. Mm-hmm. But oh my gosh, so many snare drums, so many guitar solos. Like, their music from the beginning has just been like fire. So them. Obviously Demi, like I said. Who else? Maybe Simple Plan, because I like bands. Not as much as I like solo artists, but yeah.
Okay. You're not gonna put Doni James on that list?
Myself as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm coming into my own, and I'm becoming more proud of what I got going on.
You gotta be a fan of your own music, man.
Yeah, I mean, I am. I listen to it on repeat. It's only a 2-minute track. Think of how long you can stand listening to a 2-minute track. I've done it.
So what's your go-to track? As soon as you get in the car right now, that track you're gonna put on?
He will know. It's anything Demi. Okay. Anything Demi. I mean, you can go as far back. If I want to vibe and just like, love it, Demi, or any of my favorite artists, really. Because there's Paramore, there's Demi, there's so many.
So my last question, what makes you different?
Maybe my journey, because maybe like what you said earlier, like a lot of people, they can come with it and be like, oh, I was born for this, from the jump. I don't feel that way, and I'm okay with being honest about it. You know,
Right.
I'm looking to reach out to people that are more like me, more like-minded, like the same kind of genre, and understand where the come up is coming from.
That's a great answer. Donnie, I definitely appreciate you, bro, for coming out. We were supposed to link up like 2 months ago. It was
Yeah.
still a little cold at that time when we were talking about
Oh,
linking
yeah.
up, if I'm not mistaken. You came out, performed at my last event, which was like definitely amazing.
Which was so dope.
You know,
So
thank
dope,
you again
yeah.
for that. You know, and I'm definitely planning on doing something soon. You know, just to throw that out there. But would you mind leaving us with the short performance?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Go for it, cut me deep, heard plenty of it, can't you see? No, this won't be the last time you thought you passed the last laugh. You said that's it, you're done, you're gone. On both freezes, I won't repeat. Why's it gotta be like that? I'm not the one you can't. Take a breath, close your eyes, relax and let it be. It doesn't have to be this way. I've got to say, you'll never find another love like me. Look around again, I'm sure you'll see. Foaming at the mouth maliciously. It's in the way you speak to me. Not a fish in the sea, but a love for monogamy. And I can promise you a guarantee, you'll never find another love like me. Yes, I am stuck like glue. Be good to me, babe, I got you. The world is cruel, makes us feel small. It doesn't mean I